Hello everybody, welcome back to Primeval Design. My name is Joe, and I have a very intricate tutorial for you today. Today's tutorial is on how to make this design, the Flower of Life, which, yes, if you watch my previous video, it does directly associate with the Seed of Life. The Seed of Life, the idea here is that it grows into the Flower of Life. Alright, which is this design right here. Ta-da! If you haven't seen this video for the Seed of Life in Affinity Designer, I highly suggest you go watch that video first and then come back to this video to go ahead and we'll get started on the Flower of Life. So to get started, I just have a 1080 by 1080 square as I set up all my documents for videos so far. Anyway, this is just a 1080 square, and we went ahead and I made my background and I made a layer, and within that layer I made my first circle here. I do suggest that we kind of stick within this layer. This layer is going to house like all of the circles, and as you can see, there are quite a few. All right, and going back here, actually I don't need this file anymore, I just wanted to show you. Don't save. I highly suggest that you save everything, but I already have one of those saved. You know, it's fine. All right, so the first thing you want to do is go ahead and make your circle. And from here, we're actually just going to go ahead and make the Seed of Life. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is just kind of make that its own layer. We're going to go ahead, Command J on the Mac, bring that circle up, deselect it, reselect it so it isn't, well, you'll see a reason. You know the reason why if you watched the last video. And go ahead and move that center point to the center. Command J to copy or duplicate. Shift to 60 degrees. Command J, Command J, Command J, Command J. All right. And we have our Seed of Life. Now, from here, I'm going to turn this off. From here, what we want to do is see how there's arches here and here, here and here. What we want to do is like there's an idea. The idea is that there's an arch here, but you also want an arch here. All right. And the way that we're going to go ahead and accomplish that is we're just going to make an actually no, we actually do need to do it that way. Okay, yeah, we're gonna create a new layer here, copy that, bring it up to here. And this is why this tutorial is going to be a little bit more intricate than the last tutorial and the tutorial before that. This is going to be very precise, so I do highly suggest enabling your snapping up here. Now, what we want is that look right there. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is highlight this, and all I did to do that was just put my cursor over it. I didn't click anything, I didn't hit any hotkeys or anything. I just hovered over it, and now if you saw there, it highlighted the circle a little bit. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is exactly that. So it lines up with the middle, just kind of like how we had this one lined up with the top, those two red lines that happen. Well, we're kind of doing the same thing on this one in association with this. So boom, boom, we got a red line right there. We had the red line right here and a green line right here, meaning that we are completely flush with the point that is furthest away on this one. And just to make sure that we don't have anything crazy going on with that, we deselect and reselect. Go ahead and select your midpoint arranger again and put that guy right in the center. Now, this is where it kind of gets a little tedious and monotonous, but we're just going to go ahead and do the 60 degrees again, and you just Command J, Command J, Command J, Command J, and now we're getting somewhere, as you can see. We are missing the arcs here and here for this particular pattern, but what I want you to see right now is that this is like a completed seed right here, and we're just kind of building it. And when you know, the way that you'll know that it's done is when you have this inner circle right here. And just for purposes here, you're gonna want a total where it's going to be stacked. That's interesting. There you go. Where it will be stacked that high. Not in the center of the circles, but stacked one on top of the other, and they will be 3, 3, 3, 3. You get what I'm saying? All right. So what I'm gonna do, I mean, here, just for initial purposes. See, we just started this stack right there, and that's with this circle that we haven't even put into a layer yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete that, and we are, just for convenience, we're gonna go ahead and make a new layer and shift click to grab both of those and drag them into that layer. That's just gonna make life a lot easier. Just trust me and just know that it works. We're gonna go ahead and grab that one, put it in that layer, grab here, pull it down to the center, and as you all know already, just Command J, 60 degrees, and how I'm doing that is shift and hitting that rotate, so you get 15-degree increments. And then 2, 3, dun, dun, dun. And now we're getting somewhere. Alright, so from here, what I'm gonna end up doing is actually, yeah. I'm gonna put that there, put this up there. We're gonna we're just actually gonna delete this layer. I kinda did a flub here. We're gonna keep this as a group, and now we're gonna start doing the groups. And that's gonna go in there. All right. So there's that idea, and now we're gonna start the next set of layers here. And most of this is gonna get sped up anyway, and you'll see why. It's there's a ton of circles, so we're just gonna go ahead. We got that. We're gonna deselect it, reselect it, and we're just gonna go ahead and start from this position right here. Bring this to the center. Okay, that's fine. If it wants to be that way, that's fine. Just bring it to the center. And heck, we don't really need all of those circles right now. I'm just going to show you how all this works real quick, and it's going to be fascinating. We are going to Command J, Shift, and go directly to 60 again. And just boom, 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 boom. You'll have 6 circles that go outside of that. I'm just gonna go ahead and collapse that, and you'll see what I'm doing here. It just makes the next arc. Alright, now from here, it is a little bit tricky because you can't just rotate. You can't just copy that layer and rotate it to any point because it'll just snap right into there. So you actually need to make it, it's gonna have like a straight line and a straight line and a straight line. You'll see what I mean in a minute. We're just gonna go ahead and delete that layer. Go back to this layer. Boom. Deselect, reselect. Bring it up, and we're gonna go to the center of this one. We're gonna stack it in the center of that circle right there. All right, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna highlight that just by hovering over it. Bam. All right, now we're in the right place because we have a continuous idea going on through here, and it's snapped together beautifully. And what we're gonna do is, just like all the other ones, we're just gonna go ahead and bring that center point to the very center of our document, and then we're just gonna shift. Oop, my bad. That's kind of silly. Okay, we're gonna copy, duplicate, and go 60 degrees. Bam, 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 bam. All right. Now, this is kind of an interesting idea. For this one specifically, we can duplicate it and just flip it to finish the pattern on that layer of the pattern. So what we're going to do is that, and then we're just going to go over here and just use our flip tool, and bam. So much easier in Affinity Designer rather than on pencil, or with pencil and paper. So much easier. All right, now we're just going to go ahead and select these 3 layers, put them in there, make it a little bit easier, a little bit more organized as we're going. The next layer, I believe, is the last layer. Let's see here. We got inner circle, this circle. Yeah, we're going to do one more big layer, and then the flower of life is complete. Now, gonna go ahead, create a new circle, drag it up, and hopefully you get the concept of this by now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and walk through the rest of it again. Okay, we're gonna make sure that we're kind of on that circle. There we go. My knee. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go to that circle. We already deselected, reselected, so we should just be able to pull this down to the center. Make a new copy, yes, and it didn't go crazy. And 60. Command J, Command J, Command J, and Command J. And like again, we're just gonna go right for the circle that's next to the one that we've associated with already. So we're just gonna collapse this down, make a new layer, and Command J. We're just gonna go ahead and deselect, reselect just for funs. Go ahead and hover over so that we are going to snap directly to it. Make sure that everything's nice and kosher, which it is. And we're gonna put that in there. Almost forgot about that. Command J. And you decided that you didn't want to do that anymore. Okay, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and do that again. Shift 60 degrees. Command J. Ooh, you 6 on a. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and go to 120. And now, there we go. And we're gonna use that shortcut again. Duplicate and flip on horizon. Now you realize that there is missing space here, and the pattern isn't quite complete. So we do need to do one more, because every time that you go out, you need to add more. You need to add more circles. Obviously, I mean, it should be a logical exercise at this point. New layer. Copy. Go up, put deselect, reselect, and we're gonna go for, we want to put it in between those two circles, which means that we're just gonna go ahead and put it on that one. Go ahead and highlight that circle. Boom. And we want to put you in the center. Make sure that you're in the center. Don't like that. Bam. All right. Just so that we're seeing what we're doing. And then Command J, Shift, 60. Doom, 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 doom. All right. And then we should, are we done? Just to make sure, I think we're done. I think we're done. We are done. All right, new layer. Go ahead and combine those. Bam. And then right there, you have the flower of life. We're gonna go one step further here. Go ahead and put all of this in one layer to dress it up. I kind of want to dress it up like I did with this one. Put that in there, make it nice and easy for us here. Bam. We're just gonna Command Shift Bigify. And we're actually gonna just hide this layer for a second. Make sure that we're completely centered up. Revisit, and I'm gonna go ahead and highlight. Oh, I think I already did. Cool. So just Command Shift Bam, and we should be in line with all of them. Cool. And then what I'm gonna go ahead and do is deselect, reselect. Go ahead and make it bigger. Again. Make my width way thicker. And I'm actually gonna make the width thicker on this one just by a hair. Just by a hair. And expand it out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Sometimes the snapping can be annoying, but there we go. And there you have it. You have the flower of life. The importance of this pattern has many applications. Just like, you know, the Seed of Life had a lot of applications. It's the exact same premise. If you know what isometric drawing is, it's kind of ingrained in this. And the next tutorial that we're gonna do is Metatron's cube, and it's in here. You don't see it quite yet. You might already know about it, and that's awesome if you do. If you do, please leave something in the comments saying that you already know, and you're waiting to see the next episode, or you have a way better idea of how to create the flower of life. Because if you have a better way of creating that flower of life, easier, I want to see it too. So please let us know. And like I said, for isometric drawing, we're going to go ahead, after Metatron's cube, we're going to get into plutonic solids, which is all in Metatron's cube as well. And like I said, this isn't, I mean, it's an intricate design, but this isn't what all of my designs are. These are basic geometric patterns of nature itself. So just using that is going to be more appealing to the eye in some ways if you know how to use it. I wouldn't say go in here and just use certain circles and have a design, which you very well could do, and I've done it before. But there's a lot of potential. You can create dots, you can connect certain dots, you can connect certain arches, you can make certain arches, you can connect certain dots to make different vector ideas. It's all about inspiration with this, and that is what I want to give you guys. And if you like the video, you know what I'm gonna say. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Both of those things really help the channel grow, and it makes sure that other people can get this knowledge as well. And that's kind of what I feel that YouTube really should be all about, is expanding knowledge to everybody for free, because knowledge is power, and knowledge and education should be free. And you know, after that, I just kind of want to close it up. And this has been Primeval Designs. My name's Joe, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye.